Greetings from just across the New York-New Jersey border in New Jersey at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Kansas City Chiefs and the New York Giants. Greg Olson with you. That's Harrison Butker, set to get things started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. A run with the man out of Purdue. That's Tyrone Tracy. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
29-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Out of a gun, here comes Dart. He'll get that to the former Volunteer, Jalen Hyatt. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Out of shotgun, it's Dart. But it is incomplete.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
Operating from the gun, it's Dart. Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
To the air again goes Dart. And that is incomplete. And Tyrone Tracy was the intended receiver there. And now it's 4th down. On 4th down, Jack Browning is on to punt. And that's going to work out well. Out of bounds, and they mark it inside the 5-yard line. Throwing to get things started is Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Worthy.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Got the man. That's Rashee Rice. And they're going to get him down right at the 25. Mahomes finding Rice for the Kansas City first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Pass is caught by Gray, right side. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. A pickup of 21 on that connection. Good for a Chiefs first down. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight. And it's 2nd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike. Make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to the air for Mahomes. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. And it's going to be 3rd down.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. They can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes. It's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. Working the right side, taken in by Rice. His 2nd grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. If you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
It is 3rd and long.
Yellow.
Throwing now, Mahomes. This caught right side by Worthy. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. The defense blows a chance to get off the field as the offense converts 3rd and 14.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Kansas City.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. after the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
2nd and inches.
Yellow, yellow. Strike.
Now the former Russian champ, it's Kareem Hunt. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And it's going to be 4th down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
Here's Mahomes. That's taken in to the pylon. He's in. Rashee Rice. Touchdown, Chiefs. That his first touchdown of the new year. And that one is no good. He missed the extra point. So much for 7 to start. It is a 6-0 game. So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. To return is Naheem Hines. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
On 1st down, Dart. That's complete to the tight end, Theo Johnson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 2. They'll run with Tracy. And he'll have enough to move the chain. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. A pickup there of 13. That's good for a Giants 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
He was trying to get it to Odell Beckham Jr. there. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Now Dart as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Out of the gun, 3rd down. It's Dart. That's complete. It's Malik Neighbors. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Trying for the old school, but often corner. That's pretty close out of bounds. They're going to mark it at the 5-yard line. Well done. Mahomes now back near his own goal line. Throw on the run is complete. And he will be out of bounds on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Chiefs on top. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. A first down throw for Mahomes. That's over the middle and caught by Rice. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. Mahomes to Rice for a big play. It covers 51 yards.
As that play unfolded, Mike, I thought he was going to have a chance to find the end zone for the second time here today. And I'll be honest, if I'm the play caller, by the end of this drive, I might give him one more shot at the end zone. But either way, they got to be thinking coming away here with 6.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Mahomes back. That's going to be caught by Gray. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 2. Gray is the motion man here. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And I don't think he got that wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at 3rd down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Looking to keep a promising drive alive. It is 3rd and a yard. On the ground, this is Hunt. And they'll take it down to the 22, but they've got it. That's enough for the first down.
Little power football here on 3rd and short. They bring in some extra bulk up front, and they just run this ball straight at the defense. Challenge them in a gotta-have-it moment. Can you stop us? And in this case, the answer was no.
1st and 10 for Mahomes. Short throw caught by the tight end, Gray. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 3-yard line.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Yellow.
Pacheco is in. Touchdown, Chiefs.
So you look back a week ago, Mike, in that tough loss, and you can already see this is a much different group. There's a different focus, there's a different clarity, there's a different operation in and out of the huddle. They look sharp, motivated, and 2 drives later, they've got 2 touchdowns, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Butker now to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Chiefs extend their advantage to 13-0.
Giants nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. Oh, yeah. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
To throw, it's Dart on 1st and 10. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete. Wandale Robinson, the one he was looking for that time.
Second and 10.
And that will lead to a second down.
They just desperately need to get something positive going here, Mike. It just feels like they're a play away from really jump-starting everything they've talked about being good at throughout the course of the week's prep. And it's really been the inability to sustain drives. So critical third downs, better on 1st and 2nd. Somewhere it's got to pop, and somebody's got to make a play.
It's a pickup of 12. First down, Giants.
The 38-yard line.
Go! Panther 60! Panther 60!
Out of shotgun. It's Dart. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. That is Brian Cook, the safety, there to record the sack.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
That's caught. It's Tyrone Tracy. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. It's a gain there of 26 yards. Here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 46.
Now it's Tracy looking to run. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and
Enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Out of a gun, here comes Dart. That's caught over the middle by Johnson. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter. So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
And it's caught right side by Beckham. And he'll be out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
To the air once more is Dart. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Second down and 10.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
10 yards to go.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
That's complete. Bryce Ford Wheaton. And he will score! Touchdown, New York.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get an underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here. Takes what the defense gives them, and you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they could do the rest with their feet after the catch, and the end result is still a touchdown.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
26-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. He connects with Gray on that one. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He'll get that complete to Isaiah Pacheco. And he will be out of bounds. There is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what that is all about. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Yellow. 15.
Gray brought in motion. Mahomes on 1st down. They go right back to Rice. He's got it again. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. Now KC going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. They'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go until halftime. So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have 1st and goal. Hart trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short. They'll try to run this one in. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, KC. That's his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. Well, let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
And the Giants here will use the 1st of their timeouts, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Here's the Chiefs and Mahomes lining up to add on 2 more.
The Chiefs will set up for the 2-point
Throwing
conversion.
from the gun. Here's Patrick. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This will be returned from the 6. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here is Dark. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man.
That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Here's Smith to return it. He'll get across the 20, talk him down 23-yard line. Gray is the motion man here. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. Up the sideline at the 35. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. But even 20 yards, impressive start to this drive.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later.
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
42-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That's taken in. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. One of the Giants has it. And he is going to bring this one back. They force the fumble, and it leads to a defensive score. Greg, what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around him. Hey, we're giving you the ball in this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player back into the flow of the game after that back-breaking turnover that led to the defensive touchdown.
Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
Yellow. 57.
Gray brought in motion. On first down, it's Mahomes. He'll step up and run this.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 5.
15. I've got blue lane.
To throw is Mahomes. Short pass taken in by Kelsey. Look at the big man go. And he will go all the way. Travis Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. That is 2nd TD catch of the season. Using the tight end to get to the end zone, Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry. What an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
This one taken at the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield.
The Giants take over first and 10 at the Chiefs' 44-yard line.
On first down, Dart. Now a short one, caught by the tight end, Johnson. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
So the hope is, when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it. Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. Open man, right side, he's got it. He's going to have the first down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
First down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's Dart. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience. Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
This one is caught by Robinson. 13 yards the gain, down to the 13-yard line.
13 yards.
Probably took him a little bit longer than they would have preferred, but he finally gets on the board. First catch, first touch. Here's we start the second half.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. A quick throw here, taken by Odell. The elusiveness on display there. Nifty footwork setting up 1st and goal.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, New York. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you have been a guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36.
Hey, 43, 43. Sit, right. What's that?
Now Mahomes. And he can hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
2nd and 10.
Hey, color.
Throwing is Mahomes. That's going to be caught by Gray. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, KC.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. This caught right side by Worthy. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
It's second and 8 at the 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and 8. Throwing again. It's Mahomes. Pass is caught by Gray, right side. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
They put Kelsey in motion. That is caught. He gets the hook up with Bryce. And will move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. So, 3 quarters has come and gone. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10. Right back to the air from Mahomes. Got a man over the middle. It's Worthy. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Chiefs. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Start the drive on the ground, and here comes a reverse. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
So they try to throw a little bit of a curveball. We see him throw it to this guy a lot. Now, in this case, they hand it to him, thinking they can catch the defense off guard and generate a big play. And let's give a lot of credit to the defense. They were ready for it, they were prepared for it, and they held it to a modest gain.
Dart going to throw here on second down. Left side, it's caught. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They'll have the first down. It's a gain of 28.
At the 43-yard line.
Out of the gun, here comes Dart. He's got his man. That's Maven. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
Giants, first down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
To throw, it's Dart on 1st and 10. Taking the deep shot here with Robinson.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. That ball hits your hands at this level. You've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium's counting on.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. And we do know it'll be 3rd down.
Let's go now. Let's go.
To the air again goes Dart. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
So the offense finds themselves in a tough situation. They're down by 2 scores late in this game. They know this is a prime opportunity. They need to play for a touchdown, and instead the defense makes a huge stand, and they got a chance now to close this game out.
Attack!
Gray brought in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. It's over the middle and caught by Rice. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a 1st down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock
under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him.
After allowing a chunk play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He connects with Gray on that one. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and
10. Yellow!
Gray brought in motion. On 3rd down, Mahomes. He's got his man. He finds Worthy. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a 1st down.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, you might be running out of time.
Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That's to Gray, open on the left side. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
brings up 3rd and 7.
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. A A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Yellow.
Gray is the motion man here. A run. It's Pacheco. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. Once again, it's Pacheco. And he's in! Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, KC. Second touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points. Anytime you fail on a 2-point try, there's always going to be second guessing about whether that was the right play call. In this case, they decided to throw the ball, which I like. They just need better execution, and they end up coming up a little short.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Tracy, and showing a little versatility as he takes this one forward up to the 34, a pickup of 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 34-yard line.
Now it's second and 1.
Go! Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll run again. It's Tracy again. And I don't think he's got that wrapped up the line of scrimmage. And now you're looking at third down.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That is the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olds, our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from New Jersey.